What's the whole Emperor's New Groove quote?
Red, what happened last time?
Well, it began with a regroup, we'll say, as we did have a meeting with the Department 42 that was going on, and it went well. They seem to be working cordially with us and work within the confines of, I guess, how this procedure would normally go about. As any questions we had, they answered, as well as letting Marcus know about some event that happened where someone took some of their drugs and they weren't really happy about it. Or sorry, a shipment was taken, and they have a couple ideas, and this may lead them towards who this problem person is. Maybe they are a culprit, someone actively messing with glamour, could possibly do it with enough power and enough power source, aka the shipment that they had with them. It's a lead, possibly, but it's no closer to understanding exactly what happened to our perp. As well as the fact we did approach this witness that I believe Mike was informed about from a Cloudy Man, as it was a bit odd what he told everyone else, and Marcus, I believe as well, realizing that there's something going on, a bit of a ploy here by Mr. Carver to cause some seeds of doubt or chaos. Regardless, we went in as the three rookies approached the witness while our boss became a plant in the background, I guess to keep an eye on in the distance. And it did, had a moment, a moment of everything looking all right, as he seemed to be caught off guard and, of course, frightened. Things got a little bit even more strange and tense as someone stepped in, pissed off to see us there, as Pearl telling us to fuck off and get out of here, essentially. And Marcus, having known her as well, stepped in, and, well, we didn't want to cause a fight, and we got up and left. Though we did invite them to the normal procedure to talk with this guy, as he seemed to be a bit calmer and more willing to engage. As I believe Marcus did overhear that he was also surprised to see us there when Pearl talked to him, as she had showed up happenstance. Regardless, conversation seemed to be going well. I think he relaxed when he realized that we were just newbies here in this whole thing and not hardened with those agents, essentially. So it was conversation with Scarlet leading and everyone following suit and just being somewhat nice to each other, as he repeated knowing the guy and seeing him as he did his deliveries and such, but not really noticing what he was doing out there. As Marcus and Pearl had a bit of a confrontation and talked, and she said, next time just be up front, and maybe a little bit more there. Regardless, we had our doubts about this whole thing. Odd that this guy noticed this one particular man out of everyone else. Odd that Mr. Carver gave this information up to us. A few holes here that show this may have been more of a bust than worth our time. But regardless, I guess we wanted to see it through, as Marcus led us to go and check out that homeless situation, see exactly what was going on, and try to get some leads here. Though things got a bit interrupted when the mist rolled in and some other visitors rolled in with them, as we each were separated and each had someone confront us. I believe as believe my characters met a somewhat friendly woman coming from the shadows, someone she knew, as she was given information about her from Roger, and she seemed to be, yes, darkness and such, and a bit unnerving, and seemed to be looking for her dear friend, as she tried not to antagonize her as well as get on her bad side, though she seemed to be willing to help her out, as she gave her a bit of the shadow, I guess, to get in contact with. As I believe someone met a lovely familiar face, as Scarlet met a giant man in a man in a robo suit, as he seemed to be hunting for someone and looking for them. A bit odd and strange, as we all wondered. And I believe as well, Mike. No, she was a shadow lady. That's how Grunt explained it. Like, she came from the shadows, only darkness in her eyes.
Yeah, but
right here.
There was a description. There was a moniker you attached to that, like not nice. That didn't seem nice. I don't know.
Unnerving? Yes. I'm sorry you feel that way. You can take it up with the board later.
I was about to say something real.
Complaints can be given to the board after the fact.
I was about to say something real racist.
Thank you for not saying the racist thing. We can complaints can be given to the board after the fact. I believe, as well as Mike meeting something just as frightening, a man who seemed to know his name, or creature, or something other than human, seemed to know his name, as seemed to take a couple of steps toward him, and Mike, of course, freaked the fuck out as the things attacked him. And well, we heard his screams and made a race towards him, eventually meeting up. And well, the creature or person, whoever it was, is gone, and Mike was hurt. And our hunter friend, I guess you want to call him, seemed to be a bit worried as well, as he revealed that he was hunting for someone, a particular woman that, well, Sonia had met. And she explained a bit more, and he asked, of course, for the shadow thing that, well, she was handed off to, didn't know what the hell to do with. And as she, I guess, was going to hand it over to him, it reacted, engulfing him. And in a moment of reaction, Mike and Marcus decide to use their abilities. Mike attempting to apparently slow down time, and Marcus attempting to light it on fire with him. And it, regardless, reactions. As the man was lit on fire in super speed, as the other two watched in horror, and the world watched in horror, as apparently the mist dissipated, people saw, and he was dead, super cooked into his metal suit. And I think reactions after the fact was bad, as Marcus got a call from his superior, letting him know things are bad. And as we all went home after freaking out or throwing up, we decided to deal with things in our own ways. Scarlett going to a bar, I think Mike going home and drinking as well, and Sonia just going home before deciding to take a step out to try to forget what she saw. So she had a bit of another surprise visit from Star. Oh, well, sorry, she called herself Shade, as she was trying to be friendly and nice, offering to help Sonia with those memories, taking away the smell of the burning flesh and the man's screams. Though Sonia seemed to continue to be wary, even with, well, her trying to be honest, she seemed to not believe that she wasn't out to hurt her, and it seemed to have hurt her feelings. Though she tried to apologize, it's far too late. The damage has been done. As Shade left, having taken leave, done with people apparently not giving her a chance, she went off to a bar, and meeting Scarlett there, and seeing that she was bumped up, they got to talking. Talking about how she changed herself, cut pieces of herself off to be a nicer person, to fit into what people wanted for friendship, because people always leave, as Sonia had also pointed out too. And well, Scarlett gave her a hand, saying that you don't need to change to be yourself, that they should love you for who you were. And they got to talking, and they believe as well. And I think that's where it ended last.
Should be.
Mm-hmm.
Stop trying to pretend for others.
Yeah, yes.
It's still the fucking bathroom? Holy shit.
He is tactically, if he's not here the entire session, you can't. He does infamously take like 30 long bathroom breaks.
Oh no.
He's gonna like, well, I figured out the winning move for this one. Checkmate.
Like Tick, Hay will commit to the bit.
I've kicked him. He doesn't deserve to be here.
Actually,
Not a Lord of the Rings incident.
find him out. Actually,
Can't join. He can't join back. Well, since he is not here, I will say that listen, you all eventually, I think, would have headed back home. Unless you would like be partying with Satara all night.
eventually Scott does have to sleep.
But yeah, so as you'd all be informed that until further notice, you are on leave until the scandal is resolved. No office for you today. At least some free time, I guess.
Yeah, there is. I have a question. Did Opal give you any way to contact her, or the next time I'm gonna stop by, just literally stop by the fucking alley.
I mean, you can just stop by, but she probably would have given you like a phone number.
Yeah, I'll give her a call.
She will pick up. Ah, bright and early. How can I help you?
Hey, it's Scarlett. I was wondering if it was good if I stopped by for a bit. I'm kind of on leave anyway, so I don't got the work to worry about right now.
Maybe not today. Not today, no.
Is something wrong?
Well, I mean, you people did kill someone brutally yesterday, so, well, things are tense right now, but I'll let you know when situations calm down a bit, and we can meet, safely. Yes, safely.
Oh, okay.
Don't be sad. I'm sure your people will resolve the matter. Well, I'm not even. I'll be honest. Do you know what happened? I heard rumors, but do you know what happened?
Yeah, Scarlett will just say we were talking to one of the guys who came out of the mist. Another thing jumped on him because it wanted to ask him questions. I don't think that they were friends, but then Marcus just fucking. I don't know if he was trying to get the fucking other person to jump off of him, but he started the fire, and then I don't know what happened. I think another one of them had like fucking time.
Wait a minute. Wait, are you saying they killed him because of incompetence?
I'm really fucking hoping it's incompetence, because otherwise they just killed a man in front of me for no fucking reason.
Well, I think it'll be solved, brother.
Yeah, I'm not even sure how long. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna stick with Mythos. This shit's kind of. Yeah, it's not what I was thinking it was gonna be.
Oh, you think they'll let you go?
Yeah, there's no response to that. So Scarlet will just say, well, yeah, anyways, just. I don't really know what's going to happen with all that. I imagine they'll let me know when they know what they're going to fucking do, considering I was there.
Well, good luck with that. And let me know if you need to be safely smuggled out of the city.
Yeah, if the need comes up, thanks.
Take care. And she closes the call.
There's one bullet loaded in the chamber that I fired at Hate and at Mac.
Sure.
Now there's another one. Oh god. Well, maybe Satar will hang out with me.
She will. Don't worry. She doesn't care about these pesky politicians. But before that, Marcus, your phone is ringing in the morning. As Zachary would inform you. You are to meet with him at the office.
Yeah, I expected this.
And your team is currently on leave until the situation is resolved.
Yeah, Marcus heads over there. Did you get my DM, by the way, bro?
Hey, I'm not gonna look at the fucking...
No, that was just like...
Don't discuss
know
character concepts mid-session?
Because you said to have like a character ready, so I wanted to know if I needed to change it.
And you think we're gonna do that mid-session, Hate? You want
Probably.
like me to shoot you another time?
Yeah, well, he's heading over.
Holy shit. Like, yeah, you know what? It's not like I'm GMing a game. I can like do session 0 and like parallel. It's
I
simple.
thought we'd introduce. I thought I'd get the axe mid session. I'm gonna be honest, that was my mistake.
If you get
heading
access
over.
session, that's what it is. I'm not gonna. So yeah, you will go to meet as you drop by HQ and kind of walk into the conference room as Zachary is looking none too happy about it.
Yeah, I imagine.
So I am. Walk me through it. Walk me through it.
Well, sir, on patrol, we had a missed incursion. At the time, we were split up in investigating a lead, previous case. When the incursion happened, we tried to regroup. Me and Mike, or no, me and Scarlet ran into someone coming in from another universe. Went by the code name of Avenger. He warned us that he was tracking a potentially dangerous criminal from his universe. Someone with shape-shifting powers, considered to be extremely dangerous, and mastery over shadows. Prefer the appearance of a woman. We ran over to... we heard Mike scream, ran over to assist him. He was being apparently targeted for assassination by an unrelated event, but at the same time, Sonia showed up and said that she had interacted with the entity that Avenger warned us about. She was even given some sort of tracking thing to contact her. Avenger asked for it, at which time the shadows tried to latch onto him. I quickly, because it was shadow-based, I assumed light would be able to damage it, and I tried to burn off the creature. However, Mike also tried to help out, apparently. I think he accelerated time, which ended up... I'd already put too much power into it on my own, but the accelerated time made it so that...
burn someone... What?
Honestly, he was protected in a suit of armor. Futuristic style. A quick gout of flame, I assumed, wouldn't do much damage to it.
Marcus, we don't know what technology they possess. We don't know what sophistication. We don't even know what the rules they follow.
You're right, sir. It was a misjudgment on my part.
This is a clusterfuck of disastrous proportions. Not only did you do this in front of your own team, they're all not even a week old in this field. Also, were caught by many witnesses. Now I'm having all factions of the city hounding me down.
I will accept any punishment, sir.
Turn your badge in. We'll see what will last us.
Marcus kind of purses his lips and just gives a curt nod and says, "Yes, sir." Hands him the badge as well as the equipment he would normally carry.
As all three, there's three of you would actually get a notification to stop by the office.
Yeah, go stop by.
Well, Sonia, here's the shoe. The first one. You're heading out. You'll see sort of Satara leaning against the wall in front of your building.
Hello?
She like sees you approach, kind of just herself off and says, "Hey, I wanted to apologize about you now. I feel like left things yesterday a bit tense."
I'm sorry for that. I was in a good headspace, and it wasn't fair to you.
It's quite alright. The too pushy. Roger may be gone, but I guess I'll probably hang around the city anyways. So maybe we'll get another chance to hang out.
I'm surprised you still want to. I don't know the full story between you two, other than Roger's reaction to the whole thing and what he asked me to do. But
Maybe I'll tell you over drinks. By the way, I think you have a stalker. You should be careful.
I have a stalker.
Yeah. Was this weird guy? No, he kind of was looking. She kind of like looks at the window that would be at your apartment. Bit too intently.
Do you know what he looked like?
Tall, dark, and brooding, long hair. Noticed me, so I don't think he was a regular person.
Was he just watching then?
I mean, I wasn't paying too much attention. Maybe? I don't know if he was doing anything. I don't think he took pictures of anything.
Okay. Okay. That's thanks for letting me know.
So, I'll see if if I spot him again, I'll let you know, I guess.
I appreciate that. I'm not sure what you're doing or where you're going. Hopefully you're all right here in this new place.
Well, I just have to make sure Roger doesn't escape through the mist, so or at least then I'll just have one planet to track him down on.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys to do your song and dance. I think it's best I don't get involved.
Oh, trust me, he left the city at this point. It is not here anymore.
Well then, as long as you're okay here, I guess. I'm not sure. I can only assume going to new worlds is a bit weird in the beginning, but I'm not sure how used to it you are.
Yeah, I think I have someone I can ask to crash with. No, homeless and all.
Yeah, that's good. I was gonna ask, do you even have to worry about food or anything like that?
No.
Oh, that's good. Oh, as long as you're okay, I guess that's the most important thing.
Yeah. Take care. I'll see you around.
Yeah, she nods.
As she sort of turns into this inky black shadow that seeps into the ground.
You sure did Satara give me her name? Because she's been calling herself Shade.
Yeah.
She, okay, okay.
As
But
yeah,
she's gonna leave.
eventually we get at the office. as you will be escorted into the room with Zachary. Like, sits you all down. Well, yesterday was a tragedy. I want to see how you're all doing.
For the circumstances, boss man, I think as best as I can. Didn't expect the horror show.
Normally, jobs don't go like this. Severe case of rushing into things. Will serve a good lesson for all of you. Interacting with people who come through the mists. You cannot make assumptions. You cannot jump the gun. You cannot turn hostile unless they turn hostile first. You're on the same page on that.
Sonya
Yeah.
nods.
I just not.
Now, I got the report from Marcus, but I also want to hear a report from your perspective.
I think it was pretty routine up until the mist showed up. We had a bit of a lead that we weren't sure it was really going to work out, but wanted to take a look at it anyway. To go check out where the angel guy might have been hanging out, asking some questions, that whole shtick. And then the mist came. Someone
About
calling
this,
himself Shade?
this shadow being seemed to have had Marcus spooked.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I don't think they met or he knew about her outside of when the Avenger guy was saying. I think Roger told me about her that he was scared shitless of her. She was a scary lady. Came out with a smile, I guess, trying to be friendly, but I didn't give her much in the way of information. Tried not to make her upset. Things had went all right, I guess. She gave me like some weird blob thing that she said was just gonna make it easy to communicate if I had, I don't know, to talk, reach out. Then I heard Mike screaming. Met up with everyone there. Seemed he was hurt, but okay. And I guess some metal suit guy? The Avenger metal suit guy?
Why were you screaming, Mike? What happened?
I was attacked by something. Managed to get a hit on me. I managed to dodge out of the way. Said something about me being a traitor, and traitors get their due.
Have any idea who was behind that?
It's a potential suspicion, but I don't want to jump to conclusions. It could also be something entirely unrelated to that.
We are a bit outside of protocol right now, so speak your mind.
Mr. Carver was wanted to get in contact, get a potential informant, and I believe he put me up to some kind of loyalty test. So my initial suspicion would be that, but another option would also be that this might be just a completely unrelated entity to Mr. Carver, with alien code of morality or whatnot, and just decided to strike me. Those are my two current theories.
He looks at you, Scarlet. You've been quiet. Do you have any opinion on this?
And Scott will just say, I was the guy who met Avenger first. He claimed to be looking for someone dangerous. So I went to go find Marcus because figured Marcus would know the protocol on that, and if we even have information he's looking for, it can even be given to him. So Mike screamed and got over there, but was over by the time we got there, and then Avenger took the thing from Sonia and it jumped on him, and then everything happened really fast after that.
Since you three were out there in the field with him, it'll be your decision. Do you think Marcus should keep his position here or not?
I'm gonna be honest, sir. Burning a man alive is kind of a big fucking leap. I don't know how
It
things
is.
are run usually, but
I did
Not
not
like this,
expect
not
him.
like this.
I did not expect him. I may have acted a bit rash myself, trying to use my powers, but
he it seems like a nice guy, teaching us everything. A bit of a hands-off type of person, but I don't know if it's a good idea to put him back in the role until he can figure some stuff out. I'm just speaking for myself here.
Michael is not a log. Slowly.
I'm not gonna speak for what should happen to him, but I don't think he should stay in the position he's currently in, no.
That's for certain. Place him then. My question is, do you believe he should stay with the Mythos department or be sent outside of city where powers will no longer be available to him?
Well, sir, I did contact a person that I had met the other day, and if what she says an indication, I don't think he's gonna be good in the city. They're either going to be terrified or it's gonna make them angry. I think for his own good, should leave for a bit.
I'm not really sure how your operation works, but maybe not on patrol duty. Only that I think he was a soldier and being able to use fire. I'm not sure if you have people who only are there for to be deployed or whatnot. But he should definitely put on temporary leave at least.
Yeah, he seems to know what he's doing and talking and knows he has the right connections, but it happens sometimes, you know? People never getting burned out, and sometimes the job grinds you down. Maybe a break at the very least. Change the perspective, give him some breathing room. And if, well, Scarlett has some interesting friends, so she's saying that bad news around with people getting upset, I assume they're going to react not okay if they see him
You
around.
are part of Mythos. People don't really like you. Especially if you work long enough. You'll inconvenience plenty of illegal operations.
Yeah, but not like you enough to be able to get the job done can make this even harder.
Correct. You three will stand by this decision.
Yeah, at least for me.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah. Mike just nods.
go out and talk with them in the lobby, say your goodbyes.
Yeah, Sonya gets up, presumably being dismissed.
Scarlet will get up and follow. I assume we just see him in the hallway
Yeah, I mean, he's in the lobby area.
and in the lobby. Yeah, Scarlet doesn't have a whole lot to say. She's just gonna look at him and say, "Not gonna pretend I know what your whole deal is, Marcus, but I I hope it gets better, because looks like you've doesn't look like you've been doing pretty good for a while."
I'm the one who should be worried about you. I truly am sorry for what happened the other day. It was completely my fault. You guys didn't need to see that. I truly and wholeheartedly apologize for what happened.
I accept it, I guess. But like I said, try to take care of yourself. I don't know where they're going to send you, but I don't think you're going to be sticking around here right now.
I figured as much.
Thanks. It was before things got sour. Thanks, boss man. It's fun learning from you and everything.
This Marcus will do from now on.
Yeah. Oh, Scarlett's right. I hope you get some time for yourself at the very least. I think this is gonna be all right for you.
Marcus looks like he's looking at something far away as he just says, "Sorry to say, there ain't no cure for what I got."
Yeah, she nods.
Yeah,
Mike says nothing.
Mike is mostly solid. He just, he does not say.
Marcus
Like-
just looks at him and says, "Don't blame yourself, Mike. This was me. You'll keep your noses clean."
I'll try telling that to myself. As Mike would just nod.
If I survive the year out there, feel free to come visit me.
Yeah, maybe we'll see you around then.
Listen, Marcus is no fool. He knows he's got a lot of enemies, and if he does get kicked out of the city, he'd be a pretty easy target for anyone who wants him dead. Either that or the alcoholism will kill him. Who knows? Maybe he'll survive though.
as you will take your leave, as you walk down the street, you see like kind of leaning against your car. There is a Pearl looking at you.
Hey, Pearl.
Assume you are no longer officially with the department.
Yeah, I got the X.
You don't have to. No, you don't have to lay down and take it, right?
I know. But
You're not gonna
the one
survive if
telling
you
me maybe-
leave, Marcus.
I know.
Stay. Gives a shit about what the department can kick you out.
Hope you're not asking me to turn against him.
Not, I'm just asking you to stay in the city where you have your powers and you're not gonna be a defensive little duckling.
Marcus seems lost in thought, and he still looks like he's staring at something far away. Actually, his eyes are flicking around to just seemingly nothing. They have a rat to kill.
Oh, that's not it. You've given up.
Oh no. Maybe I'll stick around for a while, but if I become a liability to the organization, I will leave and accept my fate.
Your loyalty to this baffles me. Yes, it is up to you. Take care.
What he said was he'll stick around in the city since you asked,
Yeah.
but he determines that if
But it's like, if I become a liability to the organization, I'll leave. Like, oh my god.
Yeah. Listen, he's going through a lot right now. This is kind of all he has. If you ever want to chat, you know what more I like.
Yeah. Go wallow in self-pity.
You'll find that I don't have a lot of hobbies anymore.
Yeah, maybe you should go find some.
Any ideas?
I'm sorry, I don't talk to the Mythos department loyalists. God, even after they fire you, you're still like a broken-in dog.
I don't know anything else. It's been a long time since I've been my own person.
Yeah, well, maybe you should figure that part out. Well, I'll leave that up to you. As she, like, again, will take her leave. That's a good question, Marcus. What are you gonna do now?
I think step one. The bar sounded good a moment ago. Is there a park in San Francisco?
Oh, I hope there are.
I don't listen. Even New York has one park.
Oh, only parking places.
It's just a bunch of
I
lots.
forgot. It's only San Antonio that's a good city in America. Everything else is a shithole. San Antonio, though, I hear that's like the city.
I went to Reno, right? I went to Reno, and I was like, "So, hey, can you show me any good parks around here?" Yeah. And my ex was like, "Oh yeah, totally, yeah, we got some."
Hey,
and
San Antonio looks like a fucking concrete jungle. Shut the fuck up.
it does not.
It absolutely does. It's horrible.
No,
all of your
it's
cities
the
are
least-
like fucking designed for cars and not humans.
Listen, we actually have trails and forests that you can walk through in the city. I went to Reno, and there was not a single grouping of more than 5 trees, and I was shell shocked. There are a few parks. Yeah, I will. He'll. You think he's just gonna go and sit down and just sit in a park and just think about his life for a while, all while desperately trying to ignore the countless faces all staring at him accusingly.
Um. Yeah, as all the three of you inside will also take your leave, as there's some procedures that need to be done and probably be reassigned back to the. If there's any conversations between the three of you.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, whoops, wrong chat.
Yeah, I think Scarlett's just going to say, do we have any? Being sent to the case, but do we have any fucking leads?
Not really. We kind of with the Carver route for a while, but that didn't really pan out. I know
Maybe
he's. Oh, go
oh,
ahead.
sorry. We can maybe ask for Marcus's files, go through his contacts. That's the only thing that comes to mind.
We have that the 42 people, and then there's also Candy. We still have no idea where she's at. And we're still
Even if she'd want to be with us after,
yeah. And we're still brand spanking new with this, and you're right, not a lot of people are gonna like us. More than usual, I guess. So no, not really looking that great right now. And Marcus is the only one who knew anybody to talk to. That's also another point. So I don't know about the rest of you. I'm probably gonna, I don't know, figure some thoughts out and hopefully come back with a fresher face when we get back.
Well, officially, we're still on leave. Technically, I don't think we have been re-signed already. So,
imagine they're gonna have someone else come and be in fucking charge of us. Don't think they're just gonna let us fucking have leave of San Francisco our first fucking week.
Oh, I hope so. I don't think we're in the good spot to be left to our own devices when it comes to something like this. But Mike's right. We're on our leave now. We got a moment to get our head spaces cleared up. Not sure about the rest of you gonna do. I'm probably gonna be trying to find something to keep myself occupied.
like, just not so long as that.
There are many bars in San Francisco.
They are. There are many bars. If anyone of you want to hits me up for a bar drink, just let me know.
I might.
Yeah, good. Oh, don't be a stranger, you two. I'm gonna go clear my head.
And you just break off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this goes home. Yeah, there's like some stuff unless he's called by the office or something.
So are you just all heading to like different bars to relax. What is?
I need to buy camera equipment, Grunt.
Hmm. I can go buy camera equipment.
Neato.
What about you two?
Yeah, Scarlet is going to a bar, because unfortunately she didn't get the offer to have her memories wiped, so she still remembers everything. She's
Yeah.
drinking still.
I just forgot his screams and the smell. The memory has not left.
Well,
Yeah, Mike's also just going to different restaurants and whatnot. Either.
yeah. So, Scarlet, by the way, says there's a lot of feedback loop again. But as you find one of the bars, unwind in,
Yeah.
you kind of order maybe a drink, sit down. Someone sits at your table as you recognize the man. It's Damien, the one from the crime scene a couple of days ago. It's like, hey, you're with like Mythos. Hey,
Hey, how's it going?
well, I heard you kind of got into some trouble. Everything all right? You look like shit.
I watched a man burn alive.
Holy
She
shit!
takes straight after that.
I was like, ah, I thought maybe that was like an exaggeration.
No. No.
Fuck. Well, hey, what then? What's the reaction from the department? The fuck are they doing?
Marcus got benched. I think they're asking him to head out of the city for a while. Don't know anything beyond that.
It's the same thing with these fuckers. Whether it be real police or fucking magical cops. Fucking
Got
bullshit.
that right. You know, when fucking Zachary gave me the whole spiel, I said that they sound like fucking cops. So he gave me this whole fucking speech about protecting the fucking people of San Francisco from monsters. Showed me the photos. Never fucking told me that most of the fucking intruders don't look like that.
Yeah. Fuck. Sorry, got caught up in this.
Yeah, and something tells me they don't accept resignations.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just mentioned it to another friend, and you know what I said when I told her I'm not sure if I'll stick around in Mythos after this first season? Said, "Oh, you think they're gonna let you go?" I don't know. She's a fae. She might just be fucking with me.
I mean, there is an option. If you ever. Never mind. Probably don't wanna.
No, listen. I'm currently buzzed enough to entertain crazy ideas, but not drunk enough to forget them. So what is it?
Well, thing is, technically, as far as I'm told, I mean, even if you leave the organization, can't really do anything to you, right?
Yeah, not openly, I guess.
make yourself more public. Yeah, I always wondered. I mean, Mythos doesn't have any competition around here. Start like your own group.
No, I actually like the sound of that.
I've been floating that idea in my head for a while now, but most people kind of scoff at me, tell me I'm insane, and then laugh it off.
People get too comfortable with people get too fucking comfortable with authority, structures of power. Think that no, they don't think change is possible. Good thing I never believed that, though.
And kind of chuckles and nods. Then I'll count you as a co-conspirator in this insane scheme.
Yeah, I think you can.
He sort of smiles, nods. And I have to. My break is over in about 20 minutes, so I guess I'll see you around. Here's my phone number. Talk to you later then.
Talk to you later.
As Mike, you sit down at one of these locales, grab something to eat. As soon as you sort of take the first bite, you see Pearl sit down at the table next to you. Well, shit isn't looking too good for you, is it?
But it's not.
What's the point, Mike? Backstab Francisco immediately. Now, Mythos is not doing too good, so I'm pretty sure he must have sent at least one assassin after you already.
And Mike just nods.
Well, there's gonna be more, so what are you gonna do about it?
Right now, the only plan is to take off Mythos right now.
Are you
I
dumb?
mean, it's just these. Well, the other option is leaving the city or getting other allies, but
Yeah, as just about to say, could leave the city
but
and stop being such a loser.
actually, he actually looks at Pearl. Actually, yeah. So, what do you suggest? I don't think you do charity.
You have something I need, and you have something, and I have something you may need.
That would be.
I can keep you safe from a lot of bullshit.
And the price? What's your price?
She looks at you for a moment. Well, I need a mole inside Mythos. Read files, leak me reports.
I don't think Will's going to do it so hot by the end of the game. And might can you complete the option a bit?
Sorry, say something?
Yeah, no. My supposed is looking, thinking right now. Oh. I'm seeing my current predicament. And keep Cowar's man off my back.
So we have a deal then?
Mark the size. We have a deal then. Tell your boss, actually, I'm not sure what your is, Mr. Carver is, but
Yeah.
okay, what he wants.
You shouldn't really dig into this. My advice also, I think this will be funny if you also betray me. Oh, well. There won't be a third person coming up to you and offering you aid. Enjoy your paid leave. And she gets up and walks away.
It took Carver a bit of a round. Carver still won in the end.
As well, Marcus, you are still in the park, admiring scenery, I guess. What are you thinking about?
Yeah. Kind of his life up till this point, you know. Mostly all the mistakes on all the people he's gotten killed. Among the list of mistakes, you know, there's his ex-wife, his kids. You know. Probably past missions, you know, assignments where people got hurt. And just kind of thinking to himself, like, I've been a soldier for, like, literal decades. So what the hell actually am I? Outside of that.
You're contemplating this, sort of rethinking your life steps. Trying to imagine how did it come to this.
A new shoe.
A new
The factory's hot right now.
sure is.
It's been exempt from the Trump tariffs.
Listen, I can't believe I make a scheming businessman character and everyone hates him and tries to kill him. Grunt makes a scheming character NPC and everyone's like, what a guy, let's all work for him.
You mean Max worked for him?
And Mac and I didn't. I just kind of went around the way back to him. There was a bit of a threat there.
You know, maybe I should just threaten people. Okay, join me or I'll kill you. Wait, actually, I was gonna do that. I'm gonna have to retool that plan. My favors that day. Much to do, much to do.
As You're sitting on the bench. There is a noise of wings.
Oh man!
Look to the side and there lies a creature that's definitely not human. As her many eyes sort of look at you from different angles. She has rather sad face on, looking at you.
If you're here to register with Mythos, sorry to say I'm not employed with them anymore. I can direct you to the nearest agency, though.
It is a sad thing. Death. It's always sad.
Heard a lot of guys say that they got used to it. Can't tell if they were lying or just a different kind of person than me.
You will die soon.
It's kind of like slowly nods his head. I see. Tell
Unless
me, does the fighting finally stop?
there is two paths in front of you. One quite short. You can wait here for death to come for you. And it will. And let Mythos crumble. Chaos take over the city. Many more to die. Or you can continue the fight. Prevent this new enemy from bringing forth an era of darkness. City.
I'm curious. Whose face will death wear when it comes for me? Do you know?
Death has many faces.
Oh, I'm aware. I guess she doesn't know, or she's not willing to tell me. Yeah, fine. And tell me, do they have a right to my life?
Nobody has a right to anyone's life.
How does this road to continuing the fight look?
Hard. Painful. Have to continue living on with your mistakes. The hopes that you would make up for them.
Can I?
Always a possibility for redemption.
A buddy of mine once told me that even if you can't make up for your mistakes, you're still supposed to try. Does the fighting ever stop? I didn't think so. Let's
As
go.
she gets up and say, wait, the messenger. When he offers death or struggle, now what choice you want to make?
So she's saying if I want to continue the fight, I have to fight against the messenger.
No.
Give up and just give him die.
Saying, being vaguely mysterious on purpose.
Okay. Because I was making sure because he was like, yeah, you have 2 paths ahead of you.
He's gonna offer you to
Continue
either struggle, and that probably means like living and fighting whatever the fucking fight is, or just
Okay,
dying.
I just wanted to make sure she wasn't assuming I was giving up because he was saying
Yeah.
that yeah he'll carry on. All right. You got her name?
Mercy. Oh, if she has a name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cassiel. I will only
Dropping over.
see you again as death nears. Take care, Marcus. You will fly away.
He just kind of mumbles to himself. This one came for the Reaper. It was his time.
I guess you'll continue waiting there.
Yeah.
About an hour passes until you see a man walking down looking at you. Recognize him from a couple of days ago. The alchemist.
What name did he give initially? It was like
Damien.
Oh, the alchemist, not the guy in the mask.
Yeah.
She kind of nods to him and he just says, Damien.
I hope to have still caught you. Mind if I take a seat?
Free country.
Sits down next to you. Listen, man, I hear you going through a bit of a rough patch right now.
You've been doing what I've been doing for long enough. There ain't nothing but rough patches.
Yeah, but I think you should. I don't think you should quit.
Lynn Messenger, what's the offer?
I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about, but I wanted to chat with you. I'm forming a sort of new group. People who want to do the same thing as Mythos, but well, better, hopefully.
Glad we had the same idea, Red. I'm listening.
To be honest, Marcus, your record, your reputation, rather, speaks for itself.
Which one?
While a lot of people here think you're some sort of vicious killer, I think there's a bit more to you than that.
Maybe.
See, Mythos has a very passive stance. Let people in, let them walk all over the place. Ask questions first, but I mean, you've seen the kind of shit that walks through this.
I've seen a lot of stuff. I've seen monsters, I've seen normal people.
I think we need a bit of more of a proactive approach. Sort of second layer of defense. I think if instead of these creatures coming into actual San Francisco, we could go into the mist ourselves. Found a little outpost, city maybe, base, not exactly sure on the details. And just have a place where they go to before they enter to San Francisco. Not every maniac can come through.
It's actually not a bad idea. It's possible.
Well, I don't know. People have laughed at me, but nobody has tried it.
Probably have to do some interesting magic involving the mist, right?
Yes.
Before I join, be honest with me.
Hmm.
Was it you who did that? Who did the spell on the mist?
What spell are you talking about?
Was he being honest with me, Grunt?
She doesn't know what the fuck you're talking about. Be more specific. Don't be tick hate.
Okay. Yeah. One about the information. There's a run. Well, team had a running theory that the information was being about the case that we were investigating deleted it. Turns out it was actually just being hidden. Glamour. That's the running theory, at least. Is that you?
Well, that part, yes. The killing. That was someone else.
Friend of yours?
Not. No.
Well,
You see, Marcus, I also. Not just an alchemist. So, being so candid with questions. I'm like you, in a way.
I see. Well, you were honest with me. I'll join your team.
He nods. Sort of get up. I'll be in touch with you then.
Sounds good. Got anyone else so far, or is it just us?
Couple of people. Not sure if you'll be working together due to your different approaches.
Makes sense.
Hopefully, though, eventually. Accustomed to it.
See you around.
You're around. Yeah, he will walk away. So, Sonia, as you have your equipment prepped,
Mhm.
what are you gonna do with it?
Well, Grump, I gotta put some cameras up around her place and maybe go hunting as well. I'm not too sure that's she knows exactly where he is, or maybe she just might forgot idea where he could be. That's all right to say.
Sorry. What? So, what's the question about hate?
If she doesn't
No,
know
no,
where.
hate. Type in
Oh,
the chat.
I'm sorry.
What's the question about
Oh,
hate?
the whole like mysteries on your character. That's like they're like questions that like if you
Yeah,
like give them screen them.
yeah. I mean, you haven't abandoned that question. Yes, I'm not giving you fades. You are correct.
Ah.
If you would have said like, no, I don't give a shit about this, I would have just like given you fades across the board,
All right.
like 3 different mysteries that you're ignoring. Got very close there, very close to just kind of giving you one for the way you discussed things with Zachary. But I'm being nice. But yeah, sorry, Red. Can you say that again?
Yeah, she's probably gonna put some up around her place, but I don't think she necessarily knows where Damien would be. She would try to hunt him down, essentially.
You know his literally workplace.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like I can start with his workplace and just,
You
try to
can
see what she can find out from there.
stalk him yourself if you want.
Yes, Grant, she is.
You know what? I think this calls for a move
Yes.
to the roll. Investigate? No, sneak around. There you go.
Sneak around. Okay, I see. 1 second. I I'm gonna add my power to this. Okay, so I'm gonna execute move. There you go.
Holy.
It's
Well,
like God himself. It's like God himself wants me to fail.
no, you see. I think you failed. What if you succeed too hard, though? What if you just succeed way too fucking hard? You know what? What session are we?
Like 3.
Session
3,
4.
yeah.
Yeah, also,
Mhm.
we'll aim for a 6 session game. Uh, well, things will proceed a bit as well. You'll mostly be kept on paid leave for the rest of the week, several days, as this is indeed a scandal that keeps blowing over. You will be called in for like small administrative duties, so like stuff around the office. You won't be given any sort of actual case files. As Mike, I presume you will work with Pearl, so you are gonna feed
Yeah.
her info that she needs from the department. It's nothing. She doesn't ask for anything super high classified, so it's not like you can trigger any alarms yet. So it's mostly mundane stuff. yeah, in your free time, Sonia, you will just follow around Damien, trying to figure out his sort of patterns, his work schedule,
Mm.
and it is a Sunday night. He is going home, but weirdly enough, he doesn't go home. He continues driving this time. I presume you will follow him
Yeah, she would.
as he sort of stops the car and gets out, and you see him walking into one of the local parks. Gonna follow him into the park.
Yes.
Late at night at this point, it's like an 11 a.m., 11 p.m. No one really around as you skulk about. And eventually, like, stops. And you can feel as mist seems to be thickening around you. You'll turn around almost and, like, say into the nothingness around him. Now, don't need to hide, don't need to be so shy.
The mist is around her, right? So there's no way she can properly move, because
I
she
mean,
doesn't know how
it
to
is
navigate it. Yeah.
creeping, yeah. Makes visibility outside of the park kind of hard.
She probably steps out with a grimace.
Turns around and chuckles. Easier. Curiosity doesn't have any limits, does it?
Yeah. It's definitely a word for it, at the very least. How'd you figure you were being followed? How'd you figure it was me?
Just have good senses. Stepped on a branch.
God damn it.
Why are you following me?
Well, I would start by saying I got a tip from a stranger. But to be honest, I don't think he's been doing anything. Grunt, has he been doing anything weird or
Not
what
really.
you would consider odd? Yeah. To be honest, it's a bit embarrassed. Kind of my fault more than anything else. I could have stopped a couple of days ago. That'd probably be just giving excuses now. Sorry about that.
Quite alright.
What?
But, did bother yourself so much? Would you like trip?
Yeah, it depends. Is this gonna be one of those fun trips or one of those ones when I don't come back type of trips?
Well, I mean, at this point, you kind of jumped into the lion's den.
Yeah, that's on me. I wasn't really expecting this. Well, how could I say no?
He'll smile, and his eyes will glow. It's powerful, bright yellow. Shall we? Extends his hand.
Yeah, she takes a step forward. A bit unsure, but she takes a step forward.
As you look around him and you glance, and the park is gone, placed by beautifully carved, like this marble architecture around you, ornaments, long hallways. Too late, Zast. Too late. Yeah, you're in some sort of strange building. As you can see out the windows, clouds, endless, like an endless sea of clouds, where through which these large spires rise up into the heavens.
Where?
Mac realizing as well what had just happened.
As Sonya asks, where the fuck are we?
In heaven.
Okay.
Well, my house, more specifically.
Okay, I'm gonna need some context here because I'm a little confused.
He like leads you. Large, looks like a large study area. Pours you a drink. Oh, to ask questions. I have a bit of time before I have to attend regular meetings.
Okay, so obviously, you're what exactly? An angel of the Lord?
Yes.
Cool. I kissed an angel, so I assume that's like sin number one up there, right?
He chuckles a bit. Think, why would you think that?
I really don't know. I've only been to Sunday school like a couple times before I had to move on to the next place. Don't really have a lot of context. I assume you guys are like, I don't know, purely heavenly, untouchable, uncorruptible things from what everyone keeps preaching about.
It's a bit more nuanced than that.
Cool.
And if angels were incorruptible, he like looks actually nostalgic when he says that. A lot of lives wouldn't have been lost for nothing.
That's true. That big, that big thing you guys had happen. Um, is your name even actually Damien?
If I tell you my actual name, I don't think you'll believe.
This man getting set on fire, and apparently met an angel you could really do to surprise me.
He chuckles a bit. But question is not what's my name, but the question is what are you gonna do with it now that you know all of this?
Well, presuming you don't kill me from knowing your secret or something like that, I
I
don't
don't
really
plan
have
to.
much. That's good. Would make this a very awkward conversation going forward. I don't really plan to do much. I don't know the rules enough to say if you broke the law. I assume not, unless you had a hand in killing that guy. And I don't even know if what I'm supposed to do. Just report you and let head the head guys decide from there. I don't really have heavily handcuffs to really do anything about the situation, and I assume it's cool with everyone else.
Ah, well. I didn't kill that guy.
That's good to know.
I did do the rest of the things.
That's alarming to know, but again, I look. Uh, I don't really plan. I don't have a big plan about this whole thing. As you just noticed, I don't really see the future next step for a lot of stuff I do. I don't want to cause some big international event between you and heaven and whatever mythos going on.
Mythos is a organization that clearly cannot handle responsibility claims to uphold.
Oh, is that why you were there? Just to keep an eye on and see if they can do a job?
I've been trying to keep Mythos as a organization of mortals, maybe empowered by beings from the beyond, but at the end of the day, you are all still mortals. Vulnerable, frail, prone to mistakes, as God intended you to.
Not sure I appreciate the tone of way you're saying it, but I'm gonna nod
No,
along.
no. It's, I'm not blaming you. I'm merely pointing out that unlike you, I don't need to sleep. I don't need to eat. I don't need to drink. I do those just to fit in better. My point is that Mythos has long struggled with such a thing on their own. I think it's time we change that a bit. Instead of letting San Francisco be a battlefield for many supernaturals, we create an intermediary point between it and everything else that exists out there.
Okay, that doesn't sound insane or crazy. Sounds pretty reasonable.
We will have people like you, Mythos, working in there. Where the only lives that will be in danger are those of supernaturals. Regular people kept safe and out of it. Or at the very least,
Okay.
drastically limit casualties.
Okay, that doesn't sound insane. It sounds like I said. So why all the cloak and dagger? Why all the lies
Oh,
and the?
I think if I approached Mythos, said, "No, you're all gonna be working for me now. Move base." We'll just nod along and move on. Or do you think they will
I
become desperate to cling to the power they have over the city and their comforts and their...
I don't know enough to get a good handle on the thing. I thought the whole job was supposed to be about keeping people safe, so I would assume they would think it would be a reasonable way to help. But from your tone, I guess not.
I need people on the inside before I make this, so that when the deal gets triggered, there will be enough the Mythos agents on my side. The rest will go along without putting too much of a fight.
Ah, I see. You're trying to do a coup.
Was the initial plan with the bomb. That would have made Mythos look quite incompetent, but
The what now?
I thought you already discovered that scheme.
Yeah, because that's the one Marcus told us about, right?
Yes.
Because I don't think we knew it was a bomb. It's that she
Yeah, I
knew it
don't
was like,
think,
oh,
yeah.
yeah. I wasn't aware that you were planning to nuke something.
Wasn't gonna harm anyone. It would have looked though
Oh,
like Mythos let slip through their customs powerful weapon that endangered more angel lives. Bit of an incident.
okay. Because yeah, that makes sense. I guess heaven can survive bombs. That I guess that sounds about right.
Sadly,
So
but sadly someone else had to pay the price for that incident, but at this point be a waste to let that sacrifice that tragedy go to waste.
And who paid the price for that?
Person, your colleagues weren't alive.
Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't a fun time.
To be honest, I enjoyed our dates. I don't. That wasn't me pretending.
It wasn't?
Yeah. I'll be honest, that whole celibacy thing, that's not. No, we here believe in love. Don't condone hedonism. Love, something that should be cherished.
Grunt, I would like to insight this man, and I
Yeah.
know you're gonna make a joke, but I would like to insight him.
Yeah, you should. You should incite him. Be really
What's
funny to
the...
fail.
I know. What's it called again?
Investigate.
Is it investigate? Yeah, thank you.
Portia's ready to twist the dice.
Let's see. What was the one I'm looking for? Honest.
This will listen. It's either she fails and I laugh, or she succeeds and I laugh again, because in the long term, Red is gonna be pitting her different fucking dating sims against one another to fight in the blood arena.
That's true. It's my greatest enemy is always myself. Shadow boxing.
You should always avoid your skis from overlapping.
It's so hard.
Not good for that 1-1.
I don't know what to tell you.
Portia on the other die, Ezekiel on one die, twisting it.
Yes. I mean, listen, he is not bullshitting. He might be a bit odd. He's being weirdly upfront with it. He did just bring you into his heavenly home.
That's true.
Hasn't told
Didn't
you
kill
his
me.
actual name, but like,
Yeah, he didn't know his name. He could have killed me anytime here. Well, that's nice to know. I liked our date. Nothing else? Though I do still want to apologize for apparently, you know, that whole business.
that's all right.
Oh, just for my own ego, how long have you noticed I was there?
Stalking? Oh, I knew it from the second you were.
God fucking damn it.
It's just that the last one I couldn't. I had to stop pretending. Obvious. I think if you all were randomly transported here, I think you would have freaked out.
Well, yes, I would have tried to be calm, but freaking out is definitely would have been on the list.
So, gonna help with my crazy vision.
Yeah, I don't see a problem with it. I joined the Mythos thing because I wanted to meet cool stuff, and I think this has been the well so far outside of the one thing. It's been cool ride all around.
You know, you're the third person, so
Ooh,
technically fourth, but I only count willing participants right now.
who are the other ones?
Colleagues, Scarlett and Marcus are also on board. They don't know
Man,
about this as he gestures for the room. But they're gonna help. I think you should keep this to yourself.
I'll keep my lips are sealed. Just a little gesture.
Smile. As he will sort of take you in his arms, kind of give you a kiss.
Ah, she's an idiot. She's gonna kiss him back.
As by the time you break off the kiss, you are back in the park. Sort of steps back into the mist and says, sorry if you kept calling me Damien.
Well, I don't have anything else to call you. Well, not that I want to say in public.
Maybe you might have heard of me. Been a lot of deaths.
I don't be bragging now if you're not gonna tell me.
Michael.
Michael. Okay. I'll look it up.
Well, seeing you around.
Yeah, she's gonna wave to him.
Yeah. I think on that